Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have a set of pickups I want to show you guys that I got at an event that recently just happened. It might be a couple weeks before you see this video, but just the other day I went to GTA Collectibles Expo, uh, that's it there, where they had lots of different kinds of stuff, including video games, toys, comics, records, tons of stuff, and a wide variety of it. And I went, I didn't have that much money, but I did bring some things to trade with me, and this is pretty much what I ended up getting. So all this cost me about $50, plus a couple things in trade, so let's get to it. So first up, there was this one booth that was actually from a store that I've been to many times, but I hadn't realized that this store had two other locations, both of which are way out of the city, for me at least. So they're not easily accessible for me, but they had some nice stuff there. I ended up getting these Mega Man e-reader cards. Now, the e-reader was an accessory for the Game Boy Advance, for those of you that don't know, where you'd swipe in cards, and depending on what game they were for, or if they were their own standalone thing, you'd either get power-ups, or extra lives, or extra uh, content of some kind, or stuff like that. So I got a whole bunch of packs of these Mega Man cards, and I don't remember exactly what game they go with, but it is a thing that will only work with the Japanese version of the game. So who knows? I might go and try to find a Japanese version of this game. It shouldn't be too difficult, but I got these in the meantime. I got 7 packs for $10. That's them there. And just to show you guys what the cards look like, I did open a pack of them. I might open the rest of them sometime soon as well. But basically, here's what you get on the inside. So first up is this little, I'll call it a pamphlet thing. And then there are a couple different cards. I think this one here is just either advertising something or describing something. That's the first one there. That's the back of it, just a lot of text on it there. And then this is what the cards of this set look like. There seems to be just 4 per pack. Uh, they're basically horizontal instead of vertical like a lot of trading cards. And you can see this strip here at the bottom. That's where you actually scan it in to sort of get whatever content it is in the game. So it looks like they're just basically different power-ups for the Mega Man series there. Let me just pack these up and get them out of the way and move on to the next thing that I got at this same booth. I actually ended up trading in, what did I trade? Resident Evil 3 on the PS1, which was an extra copy I already had. I already had a copy of that game, and I had recently got a second one, and it was in much better condition. So I kept the new one and got rid of the old one that I had. I traded that and a Super Nintendo power supply, and I got a uh, Game Boy Advance SP AGS 101, and yeah, to prove that it's a 101, you can see the screen just goes lighter and then not so bright, and doesn't completely turn off like a regular Game Boy Advance SP. But the sticker on the back of it was completely gone, and the top of it, if you can see there, is kind of scratched, but oh well, I finally have a 101 again. It's been some time since I've had a 101. Pretty much had one when it came out, and God knows what happened to that. So next up, I went to this other booth that was also from a store here locally. Oh yeah, the store that I got those ones from was Buy and Sell Kings. And I got this stuff that I'm about to show you from Game Shack. Just a whole bunch of stores throughout the city had booths set up, but there were like individual sellers as well. But I didn't really buy much from them. So from this booth here, first I see these two lanyards. One is just a Nintendo lanyard, and the other one's a Game Boy Advance SP lanyard. Those were just $1 each. Also for $1, I found another pack of the Pack and Kid Icarus cards, the AR cards for Kid Icarus Uprising. I just found out that the cards that they included inside the game were completely random. So this is, at least the card on top is different from the one from the pack that I have. So hopefully there are 6 other cards in here that do not match with any of the ones that I already have. But I'll open that up later on. Also at this booth, I got a PS2 game. It's actually a PAL PS2 game. This guy had a whole bunch of copies of this game, and even though it's nothing special because it is a game that released here in North America, it only released on the GameCube and the original Xbox, and the PS2 version was never released here. And I think this game hasn't been released in Japan yet, but not too certain about that. It's Cell Damage Overdrive, and it's basically just Cell Damage. I don't know why it's called Cell Damage Override, but that's what they named it as in Europe. Sorry about that. And this game here is basically just a cartoony, twisted metal, so that should be right up my alley. And the last thing I got from this booth, they were just giving these out for free. They had these sort of boxes of Magic cards. I don't know much about Magic. I tried many times to get into Magic, and still hasn't really clicked in my mind, so those will just be there. Now, I did get some more stuff from this booth, but I traded for this stuff here. I traded a copy of Pokemon Emerald that I got a little while back. It was completely missing the label. It had no label on it whatsoever. And I also traded the spare Digimon board game that I had. And I got these 2 items. First up, this one here, still new in the box, but the box is not in the best shape. It's a what's his name again? Tetsuo from Akira. That's him right there with his crazy cyber organic arm thing once he starts going out of control. It's a pretty nice figure, and he had it priced at $20. And he also had this other item priced at $20. But again, I traded the board game, which I paid $4 for, and the Pokemon Emerald, which I had paid $10 for. So I got these for $14 pretty much. It's Kaneda's bike from the movie as well. Now, this here, as it is, like this exact version of it, wasn't sold with Kaneda. They actually had 3 different items. They had Tetsuo, Kaneda, and the bike in 3 separate packages. So that's kind of weird, but at least the bike is in pretty good condition. All of it's there. It's just a little dusty, but again, in pretty good condition. Now moving on to some other stuff that I got at this other booth. This guy seems to be some kind of artist. He was doing drawings for people and stuff like that, but he also had a couple of boxes of manga. There were some other interesting ones there as well, but I ended up just getting these 3 here. He had them priced $5 each, so I offered $12 for 3, and these are the 3 that I got. The first one is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, number 1. And the other 2 that I got are The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons. I've been trying to find all the Zelda manga, but I mean they're kind of hard to come by for $5 or less. Uh, Now the next item that I got this from a booth where they were just selling toys, and I saw this for $1, and I knew for $1 I had to have it. I wish that there were more figures there, but they only had this one from the series. It's from the TV show Reboot, and it's a figure of Slash. Now, I wish they had at least Hack and Slash, but they only had Slash there. But still, nice to have that. Better than nothing. Now, the last items that I want to show you guys, I got these from a booth that was, what were they doing? I feel like they were selling drawings that they had made of different characters and stuff like that, but they were also selling pins, minifigures, and stuff like that of like newer stuff, not old stuff. And basically, I found these here minifigures, or I should say, like a blind box kind of thing, and a keychain and one other item, and they're all related to the 15th anniversary for Digimon and Digimon Adventure Try. So I'll start out with the first item here that I noticed. It's a Patamon finger puppet. Pretty much all this stuff would have cost $25 at their booth, and I got it for $20. This Patamon finger puppet, I mean, it's nothing special, and you can't really do much with it, but it's really hard to find Digimon stuff here, so I get overexcited when I do see Digimon stuff. But yeah, there's that finger puppet there, still with the tag on it for Digimon Adventure Try. I also got this keychain here of Izzy, but he's still wrapped up in plastic, but it's like child Izzy. And then I also got two of the line boxes. They were actually already opened up, so you knew exactly what you were getting. So I do like that. And there weren't any of the sort of rookie levels, or champion level for that matter either. There was no Biyomon, Gatomon, Gabumon, or Tentomon. But these were the ones I picked out. There's this one here that has Motimon in it, and then the sort of baby form of him as well, but I don't quite remember their names all that well. And then, I forget if his name is Sunomon or Sunimon or something like that, and then his baby form as well, right there. And this one here is technically one figure just because they are like attached, like you can't separate them. But again, it's nice to be able to find these. I think I was looking online, I was looking on Amazon, and it would have cost like $10 plus shipping to get them. So for $5 each, I mean, it's a decent enough price. But yep, that's what I got at this GTA Collectibles Expo. They do it seemingly every few months. I could have sworn they had recently done another one this past fall, but I'm not too certain about that. But either way, there should be more events in the future. But yep, that's what I got. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you like. And that's it. See ya.